All right, welcome back, everybody, to another Thinking Out Loud. This is another episode for Christmas, right? This is a Christmas episode because we're gonna be
It's a Christmas special,
yeah, we're gonna be kind of releasing these back to back, and we want this one to come out for you guys in the morning for Christmas Day, right? Is that what you want? So people look.
That is what I want. Yeah.
You want it to be on their phone? Okay.
Yeah,
so
you know,
cool.
because when you're at the Christmas party and after you've exchanged all the gifts and whatnot, you're usually sitting there on your phones. What do? You usually go on YouTube and you're like, oh, my favorite
my favorite
my
podcasters?
podcast. That's not a podcast. That's a show. Is
Yeah, it's like
is on. So,
yeah, and then
or that has an episode. There you go.
Too
Not
bad we don't
on.
have a
We don't do shit live. So
too bad we don't have a TikTok because everybody uses TikTok now.
yeah.
Everybody's on it. Everybody I see, everybody I know, except you. Well, you used to use it all the time.
I did used to use it all the time. I found it's a pretty good way to communicate with people. Like if you're just bored and you have that 5-second little span, send each other videos and then just laugh about it.
I don't know. I can't do that anymore. Like sending TikTok videos like that. Everything on Twitter happens like this. So I just like, I am
That's
on
fair.
top of it before it even hits. TikTok is like almost above the rest.
Are you
Just-
are you the type to have notifications on for certain individuals
No, I don't do
on
that.
Twitter?
No, that's annoying.
Okay.
I don't like to keep up with people like that. If it's happening, the most important things filter their way to the top.
Mm.
If it's not important, it doesn't matter. Or if
If you have that in your settings, yeah.
I try to make sure that everything that I get is the most important stuff happening. Like if it's not happening to me, I don't care.
If it's not beneficial for
it's-
what you want to learn or whatever.
Yeah, you
you're
gotta learn to
curious
filter
about.
out all this crap because there's a lot of information out there. But
Fake news.
a lot of fake news, bro. A lot of fake news. But yeah, look, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, everybody. This is a Christmas episode. So
As you can see, the beautiful
This-
decorations here
this man is
from Santa Claus to the North Pole
this man
and
does
St.
not
Nick's Farms.
this
These
man
are
does
two
not
beautiful
have
boxes.
taste.
I don't have taste because I always have trouble with everything Christmas. I was telling David the other day that I am doing last minute Christmas shopping. Today is Thursday, December 23rd, and Christmas is in 2 days. One, if you are usually of the Latino culture, then you'll celebrate on Christmas Eve, kiss the baby Jesus, and
Look, I think
spend time with your
last minute
family.
Christmas shopping is the most common thing people do, but it's because there's nobody. You don't know your friends. You
Yeah.
don't know your friends. You really do not know them.
I agree.
You're just buying things for people that you do not know. You do it every year, and you just think you know what you're doing,
It's
but you don't.
because like
You think you
hear
see someone eat a piece of bread, and you think they love bread. No, they probably fucking hate bread.
No, you hear them talk about a piece of bread one time, and you're like, "Oh, it's from that bakery. Let me get it."
Let
for
me go
them.
get you a bakery bread. Yeah, let me get you
Yeah.
a full loaf of fucking bread from that bakery. See, the thing about it is, like, he was telling me, like, you can explain it. You were the one looking for a gift for your girlfriend who couldn't find one last minute, and you're telling me
Right.
what you wanted to get her, and I'm like,
Right.
bro, you already knew what you wanted to get her, but you're gonna wait 2 days before. And then he's over here pulling out the Amazon thing, like, oh, let me see how long it's gonna take. He's like, oh, 2 day shipping, bro. You were
Unfortunately,
there are
it's
people
not
killing
2 day
themselves.
shipping. I thought it would be 2 day shipping, but unfortunately, it's not. Look,
I gotta stop touching
at the
my
end of the
face.
day,
Fuck.
why are you touching your face so
It's
much?
because my fucking face, like.
You got eczema or what?
No, I was just touching my face, but I shouldn't have touched it because now I have like a pimple somewhere I don't want. Anyways, go.
Yeah. So Amazon usually does 2 day shipping. I'm not going to say we support Jeff Bezos, but
You're a
it
modern-day
is
slave
very
owner.
convenient. He has a
It is-
very
I love
convenient
Amazon. I use
way
it for
of
everything,
doing
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And I like conveniency.
What were you planning on getting her?
Well, if she watch it, well, she's not going to watch this shit. My girlfriend didn't support me when I do this. So, anyways,
I'll make sure she
I'm
watches
going
this
to
episode.
get her a Instamax Polaroid Fuji film thing. I want to get the square one because I think the square one is more modern. I think it looks cooler. Although she's more into retro things, but I don't know. I'm kind of deciphering which one I should get because she's more into retro things. So I feel like I should get the original design, right?
I don't know, bro. You're asking me, and I'm like, I don't know your girl.
I mean, you like retro things?
I like retro things. What is retro? Like,
Do you like retro things?
At some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So you would want the original design, correct?
for what? Again, I lost.
For something that's just retro.
Well, the thing that is retro is its original design, so it's not really
Exactly.
retro. Like, what are you trying to get her some Adidas or some shit or what?
No, I'm going to get her a Polaroid camera. That's basically the best way to put it.
I don't understand. Like, we could have gone to a Best Buy and gotten it.
Well, I looked it up, and none of them have them in stock. So at this moment, it is what it is. Like
You're not gonna get her this camera.
No, I'm gonna get her the
You're
camera.
not gonna get
I'm definitely getting her the camera.
No, dude. Just
What
not
the
even
fuck?
get it for her anymore.
What do you mean?
There's no reason to
All
buy
you
it.
can say is, yo, look, it's taking a little longer with the shipping. Like, you don't gotta say, hey, I waited 2 days. So, like I said, she's not gonna watch this shit anyways. Like,
No, it just
and
like,
I looked it up. I looked it up like 3-4 days ago, and you know, I saw the price, and I was like, okay, I got a check coming in, so I was waiting on the check to come
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
and now
yeah,
I have
yeah.
the check, so now I can buy it for her. But 3-4 days ago, I
See,
didn't
but don't
have
buy
the,
it.
the amount of currency that I needed in order to buy it. So that's where I am with it.
See, look, this is my thing. Like, you don't have to buy it because you couldn't afford it, and then now that you can, you need to get it for her. I was trying
What
to
do you mean?
convince him,
People do it all the time.
but that's the thing. Like, I don't.
It's
know.
highway markup. No.
No,
What's
no,
it
no,
called?
no. It's like
Some shit.
I was thinking to myself, like, yo, like, try doing something nice for this person, and like, instead of needing to get them this specific gift,
Right.
you know, if you already knew you were gonna get the specific gift, you would have gotten it way ahead of time. The thing about the last minute Christmas shopping is like, oh, it's because now I can afford it. I'm gonna go and get it.
I mean, not just that, but you have to have time to go and get it. You
Well,
know.
don't they have layaway or pay to own?
You know, to be honest with you, I've never done layaway. I've heard little purchases that people have made on layaway, but I've never done it, so I don't even know how to get that set up.
You do it to the store. I'm not sure if stores do it at all anymore. My mom used to do layaway all the time with clothing. It was hilarious.
It's not hilarious. The fuck?
my
Why
mom
is that
just-
hilarious?
Because my mom just loved clothing, and she would just like grab a bunch of clothes, put it on layaway, and then like slowly pay it off.
Fair enough.
It's kind of cool.
So your mom is a shopaholic.
Oh hell yeah, she's a shopaholic.
Yeah.
I know exactly where I got it from.
Fair enough.
And dude, like the last minute shopping.
You're a shopaholic?
Yeah.
You wear the same shit every day. How are you a shopaholic?
Oh.
Well, shopaholic doesn't mean necessarily clothing, right? Yeah, fair enough.
No. Well,
But your apartment looks the same every day too. I'm not even trying to comfort
It's-
your head, but like,
No,
what?
no, dude,
What do you spend your money
you're
on?
actually-
I'm so
You're
curious.
actually reassuring me, yeah, that I am more responsible than I thought, because before, dude.
I don't know if I'm saying that, but yeah.
No, because look, check it. You're asking me like I'm a bit of a shop. Before, when I was just like being a hermit,
Mhm.
I didn't go out. So what I did was, this was
Online
before the
shopping.
pandemic. Hearthstone. I would spend up to
Oh,
$500,
okay.
sometimes almost $500 a month.
I don't
Dude,
think that makes you a shopaholic though. Like when you're buying a microtransaction thing, I think that's just like an addiction to the dopamine. I don't think that's being a shopaholic. Like a shopaholic, it also does trigger dopamine for sure, but a shopaholic is someone who, you know, like they're ecstatic to go and spend their money on things that they can actually use. Like, I'm not saying a virtual game isn't
well, that's the
something you
thing
can
too,
use,
because like it was
but-
bad because like I can't use this shit outside of the
Right.
fucking game.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars I've spent. These motherfuckers, I swear.
Well, that's
Fuck you, Activision Blizzard.
I also fell into that trap with FIFA. And
You know-
now I don't spend any more money. I buy the base game and that's it.
My shopping
I earn
needs,
the rest.
yeah, my shopping needs have fallen down to like marijuana and
Mhm.
food.
Fair enough.
Like clothing.
Well, I mean, they coincide with each other. You smoke marijuana, you want more food.
Well, hey, I work out, so I have to eat. For the most part, I am like, I try to keep a balance of like not splurging on things that I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
when it comes to clothing, I'm a shopaholic. I used to be all the time. Back when I was like full time working, I would just buy the clothing I wanted. Like I was like, I want this, I want that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was because at the time I was also just spending money on fucking video games.
Right.
We were playing FIFA. I didn't go out like that. I didn't have a girlfriend, so not having a girlfriend is like cool.
Isn't it kind of a shame that, I mean, we're still in our 20s, but a lot of our early 20s we kind of wasted. And we don't know whether it was like depression or, I mean, it was probably a form of depression to a certain extent, but also just like what we did with our free time was kind of ridiculous. Like now that we're older and we appreciate our time much more, what we do with our free time is spend it with our loved ones or go do an activity
You don't spend
that
it with your loved
interests
ones,
us.
Nick.
I try.
You try.
I think I spend it with my loved ones. Like my brother's my loved one. He's my roommate, but he's also my loved one. Like I spend time with him all the time.
I feel you. That's a good point.
So-
I mean, he lives with you, right? That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, I mean, fucking.
I would love to go outside, but you know, sometimes people just don't want to go outside. Some people are homebodies. Nothing wrong with it.
I tried to like not live such a sedentary lifestyle. where like I'm on the couch all day and stuff. I try not to do that, but I sometimes do.
Yeah, I was going to say, but
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
I get it.
But,
I get it.
But it's hard. It's just habits like trying to stay active, like trying to exercise, because
Right.
it's just really good for my mental health
Yep.
and things like that.
Yep.
I try not to fall behind on that. And if I do, I start to feel shitty. Right? But
Why is that? Do you think it's because you didn't exercise that you feel shitty, or because you didn't accomplish like that goal for the day?
it's probably the goal for the day.
Got it.
Sometimes I can't
Yeah.
sleep if I know I have things to do and I haven't done them. I feel like I don't rest.
So you have like stress of like, I mean, that kind of sound.
Because I have things to do during the day, like work on the show, right?
Right.
Edit it, put it together, and then
And how long does that usually take you?
depends if I listen back to it. It's gonna be a couple hours because I'm listening to it while I edit it, and because I don't cut anything out. Really, I'm just listening back because I try to listen to myself and like figure out how can I sound better.
Yeah.
How can I like stop talking less or not interrupt more? I'm my own biggest critic.
Right.
So
as we always
so
are.
when I listen back, I really like try to like criticize myself in a way that I remember. I'll remember to compare myself to who I was and not to other people.
And do you feel like you've advanced in those areas that you criticize yourself in?
So in some areas, yeah, for sure.
What
Yeah.
about, you said you like to work out, you do exercise.
I try my best, yeah.
Yeah. When you exercise, what do you criticize yourself on when you're exercising?
Oh, well, in regards to that, not maintaining a better diet. Because like the exercising thing is one thing and the diet is another.
Yeah,
the diet fuels your exercise.
They say 20% of bulking or gaining weight or whatever is done exercising, and the 80% is done in the kitchen.
I just try to make sure that I sleep right, and sleeping right comes with making sure that I don't eat after a certain hour, making sure that I don't eat a certain amount of food, like junk food, in a row.
Yeah.
And then just watching what I eat and drink, like sugar, things high in sugar. I'm trying to make sure that I like steer away from them.
Right.
I'll have sugar, but I'll try to make sure I don't have too much sugar, because it just kind of it does affect my body fat and like how you maintain weight, how my weight is maintained.
So do you drink soda? Because soda
yes,
is one of the biggest sugar.
I do drink soda, but I don't drink it as often as I used to. Like Dr. Pepper, I love it.
Right.
You saw me drink a soda.
Yeah, we both did. When
I went to Mexico, I had maybe 4 sodas.
Wow.
4.
But the Mexican sodas are they're excruciating in
clear,
sugar.
Mexico is owned by Coca-Cola. Just to be clear, Mexico is by the cartels, Coca-Cola, and like 10% of it is owned by the government.
Sounds about right.
And so basically, like, yeah, they have everything in there. Everything there is like sugar filled. The sweets, the snacks, the drinks. I feel like the water has sugar in it.
So when you were in Mexico and you were watching your diet, what were you eating? Or you weren't watching your diet?
Yeah, I was still watching it because I mostly ate at home. Like my aunt's cuisine consisted of like this vegetable, calabazas.
Okay.
Calabazas with
what is
some kind of protein. It's a vegetable. It's like a commonly grown vegetable.
Okay.
That is usually like stir cooked or stir fried.
And it's grown in a back house garden, or
They're grown. They're sold and they're sold and grown. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's chilaquiles, which is like sauce and like sliced up tortilla.
Yeah.
With sometimes a protein. There's always frijoles.
Yep.
Chile con carne. Chile roja con carne. It's delicious. A lot of it is all incorporated with tortilla, handmade every day, fresh.
It sounds like you're getting a lot of carbs and protein, but where are your greens?
So here's the trick.
Yeah.
It's the portions.
Okay.
It's the portions. So I made sure I'd have a bigger portion of protein. And if I knew I was gonna have like maybe a couple tortillas, I'd make sure that I'd eat as much of that protein with the tortilla, the 1 or 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
If I was feeling crazy, a couple more than that,
Are they handmade tortillas or store-bought?
Correct. Yeah. No, they're all handmade.
Yeah,
Everything
handmade. It's the best.
Every morning, it's still corn, you know.
Good for you, because I find that when it's fresh and like handmade food, I devour it. Like I just keep eating and eating and eating, because I think my body not only like appreciates the fact that it's actually handmade from someone, but also for whatever reason it just tastes better.
Yeah, no, that's the idea, that your body responds well to real food. That was just it. I just try to keep an eye on my portions. What I was drinking, water, mineral water. If I was drinking alcohol, I was making sure I drank like the light beer or the tequila with mineral water, because that's just how I was. That's just how I've been trying to train myself to keep an eye on my sugar intake. Mostly sugar, because sugar is in everything.
Right.
Sugar is really in everything.
Yeah.
And I just try to make sure. Carbs too, I try to keep them lower, keep my protein intake high. I love red meat, vegetables. I love greens.
So when you're here in the States, what are you usually eating as far as your diet for working out?
I try to eat anything like, I like hamburgers.
Okay.
Like if I'm gonna eat a hamburger, I'm gonna make sure there's more meat in it than bread.
Right.
One order of fries. I try to just drink my water instead of the soda. That goes far.
So you're not one of those people. I guess what I was trying to get at is you're not one of those people who actually sits down and meal preps.
Oh no, I want to not. I wanted to,
like,
but
you still want to enjoy your meal.
I want to eat whatever the hell I want and just work out. Like there should be. I don't want there to be like. It just sucks that the options we have are so.
So is it okay for you to not gain the amount that you should if you go down that road?
What do you mean?
Like the healthier that you eat, the more your muscle mass will be better, essentially.
Well, not just your
in the long run. In the long run.
No, well, that's something else too. Like you should be taking care of your like nutritional health, not just your body weight health. There's like multiple health aspects to our body. I'm not an expert in all of them, but like I try to make sure at the very least I watch what I want. I eat and drink, even if I'm not the most fucking like stringent. Like I'm at least being aware.
Yeah. If you were to meal prep, what would you want to have?
Just rice, broccoli, some kind of chicken or red meat.
Got it.
Literally, that's it.
Yeah.
I can eat that all day with avocado.
So what's the problem as to why you don't meal prep?
I'm fucking lazy.
Okay, fair enough.
That's called being lazy, people. Yeah. You adults, you don't get up and make breakfast for yourself and make lunch and dinner. I tried that shit for like 6 months straight. Nobody does that shit. You're a human being. Nobody fucking does that. Nobody gets up in the morning and makes breakfast for people do that. Yes, you make yourself a fucking breakfast sandwich, eat an oatmeal.
But it's not like a YouTube video when they're like, I wake up at 5:30 a.m. every day,
where they have an hour for themselves to make food and then sit down and eat it. Like
I meditate for 10 minutes
before I
eat.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, like who the fuck are you kidding?
No, you don't.
Stop it. You stop it. You stop it right the fuck now.
And if you do all that shit, and honestly, if you do, you're
good for you.
No, you're a fucking psychopath. If you can do that without feeling weird about that, that's fucking
like
weird.
You're in the Matrix. You're doing a routine. Like
you are the simulation at that point. You
are an NPC. Get a life. Go touch some grass. No, I'm sure you're a fine person, whoever you are. No, dude, like that's the thing about last minute Christmas shopping, bro. Like,
right.
You're like trying to figure out to get. That's why there's a market for them. Those little things, the little fucking deodorant stuff. Why do they make that? Who gives those to people?
Oh, all the time.
What does that say to you?
No, that's what do you mean? You never receive like those shower kits from your grandmother or your family?
For what? Why?
Because it's just
who made them.
I'll be honest with you.
What market is there for that?
I have no clue, but there's a market because every year I received one of those boxes which has like cologne and then has a shower kit and like then you get some socks on top of it every year. That is a staple in my family.
That's a white.
Not to say that I don't.
A white person gift. Is that what that is?
No, this is not from my white side of the family. This is from the Mexican side of the family. And it's no disrespect. Like I don't think it's that they don't know who I am or whatever, but I think it's really hard to pick a gift for a guy. The same way it's really hard to pick a gift for a woman. And when you don't see your men or women of the family as often as as you would like in order to bond, to learn what they enjoy in their life or what they would want. You know, a lot of the times you end up with a gift card, right? And they're just like, yo, just go buy whatever you want.
I'm a gift card giver.
Yeah, because you are one of those people who, well, actually, that's super interesting to me, because I was going to say something, but I disagree with what I was going to say. I actually think that you're pretty aware of what people would want. So why would you get them a gift card?
It's just because like I have this weird. How do I explain this?
Do you think you overthink it too much?
Yes,
Got
I do
it.
overthink it.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit like, I'm a little embarrassed because like I want to give people things, but I feel like I overthink it. I feel like, oh, is this too much?
I think that,
like,
yeah, I was thinking that when I was trying to figure out what I should get my girlfriend. So I finally just asked her. I said, yo, what do you want?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what do you want? Because I can get you whatever you want, but I can't figure out what you would want. And don't get me wrong, like, it's just when it comes to the big holidays, like whether it's, Valentine's Day or like a year together, like things like that, like I stress out over that. But if I'm out in public and I'm by myself or like with a friend or whatever, and I want to get my girlfriend something because it reminds me of them, or like a friend or whatever, right? Like I know exactly that this person will love it and I'll buy it. And I don't think twice about it. But when it comes to the big holidays, I guess I just stress myself out. Last minute Christmas shopping is not fun. Especially with the lines you have to deal with. Holy shit, the lines suck.
I like looking at like the people who go last minute Christmas shopping. Like I feel bad for them because you know that they are like struggling to keep that relationship intact. Those people, those people. They are struggling to keep the relationship.
I feel like this is a shot at me while you're looking at me.
A shot at myself too, bro. Like you out there really trying to scrounge up whatever's left,
right?
By going out last minute Christmas shopping. You're like, damn, like if I get this one thing for this person, this is it. This is it. This is the my last shot. Stop. No. If it's the week of Christmas, don't go shopping anymore. Just forget about it. Just move on with your life. There's always next year. It doesn't. No, they're not. They don't give a fuck. If you cared, you would have gotten it a month before. And it's the God's honest truth. Check it out.
I do feel like Christmas is a commercial holiday. So
you're telling me that you're getting gifts for people, and like you just decide to be like, I'm gonna get the people who get gifts for people the month before. Those are the people you want in your life. You don't want to be.
But nobody gets you a gift the month before.
You'd be surprised the kind of people that buy gifts for people the month before. Those
the only people that give people a gift a month or get a month before is people who are going to see each other before Christmas.
Or maybe they live out of town and they're like, I have to make sure.
This is my point. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
if you're going to see them before Christmas.
That warms my heart because that tells you that this person is not only just thinking a whole month ahead for you, they're thinking about, okay, I have the logistics of it. They're like, okay, I have to make sure I order my gift by such and such so that by the time I leave, such and such will get it and I will be there for him to receive it. Right. It's one of those things, like, come on, it's the thoughtful process of like thinking ahead.
Right. How many times have you gotten a gift a month before?
0 times.
But now, because you've had it happen to you, want to do it going forward.
I think it's appropriate to learn from our mistakes, compare yourself to who you were, not to other people. I know I say that all the fucking time, but I just like...
I'm going to press you about this next year.
You're going to press me?
I'm literally the day that it hits a month before Christmas. I'll be like, David, what'd you get all those people?
I'm gonna fucking go to Mexico.
I'm gonna watch you, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta get gifts. And
see, now I have to logistically think about it and get it all in fucking October, so that all of November I'm just chilling, killing, and that's it. You know.
There it is.
Like I gotta say, for me, like I don't enjoy the act of shopping for other people because I'm so selfish that I want everything for myself.
Do you enjoy Christmas? Like if you had the choice,
just, I haven't really enjoyed it.
If you had the choice of being with people during Christmas or going out to like Miami or Hawaii or whatever, Miami? What would you do? Well, because everybody, when people leave the States, right, and they want to go spend Christmas alone, they go on vacation. They usually go to a place where it's sunny and not cold or like has that type of weather. Like you wouldn't go to Seattle during Christmas. I'll tell you that right now. For a vacation. So you'd either go to Hawaii or you go to Miami, maybe the Bahamas, something along those lines.
What was the question again?
I'm just asking if where would you travel to if you could spend Christmas alone?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes.
Interesting. Alone though, you don't get to see your family.
Sure.
You're fine with that. And what would you do in Mexico?
Talk to the girl I'm talking to.
Wow.
I mean, hey, man, you shouldn't.
Romantico over here. All
Look,
right.
I mean, like,
Fair enough.
the whole shopping and acting of like buying things for people, like that's nice. The gesture is nice. I like giving gifts. If I knew how to give them better, I would. I'm learning. I'm not trying to be like a weirdo about it. Like, if someone is being nice to me, it doesn't mean automatically I'm gonna get you a gift.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
That's real weird.
That is weird. It's like,
I actually, you know why I know that's weird? Because in this box, I actually have a gift that was given to me like that. Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, in this box, I have a gift that was given to me like
What
that.
gift was it?
It's a patch, but like I was chatting with this woman, and I remember we were talking about clothing, and she asked me, you know, why do you always wear denim jackets? And I told her that I wear denim jackets because well, one, I love the look. Two, it fits me really well. But three, at some point, I want to get a full patched up, like leather denim, not leather. Leather and denim doesn't go together. A denim jacket, just a patched up denim jacket, right? Yeah. And then maybe 3 weeks later, she gave me a patch. And I thought it was like really, really sweet, but I was also really weirded out because
you had just told her about it.
I had just told her about it, and I was also like, wow, this girl went out of her way to get me a patch. Like, that's really nice, but do I see this woman in that light? And that's where I felt kind of bad, right? Because I was like, I know that she saw me that way to push it to that amount, to, you know, like, give me something, and I wouldn't say expect something in return. I don't think it was like that, but just to genuinely be like, here, because we talked about this and because I like you, that I'm going to give you this. And I felt bad because I was like, I don't know if I like you to that degree in order to give you something or to think of you that way. And I mean, granted, maybe like 3 weeks after that, I kind of just told her, I was like, hey, like, I don't really like you that way. Like, I did the right thing. I did the mature thing.
You told her right away.
You know?
You told her right away.
Because she could have, you know.
You could have let her on.
I could have let her on. I could have got a free trip to Miami. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been great, but I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm not that guy, and I wouldn't want to be a manipulator. And although at one point in my life, there are probably women who would tell you that I did manipulate them to a certain extent, and I wouldn't disagree. I did.
Use your spider sense, your spider hormones.
Look, if you ever are getting manipulated by a man or a woman, just trust your gut, because your gut is always right. You'll know it if it's happening.
She don't want to be saved.
Never.
He don't want to be saved. Yeah, no, dude. Fuck last minute Christmas shopping, because I am not. I mean, I do it all the time.
Right.
Even though I don't want to, but it's like this guy. I think it's a guy thing. I don't know.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't Christmas shop for anyone.
Because you don't love anyone.
No, I just don't think like a gift is what shows you how much I care about you. And that was always my problem with Valentine's Day, right? Is because me, I'll literally tell every girlfriend, like, hey, Valentine's Day is every day when we're together. And I believe that. Like, I do believe intimacy is a beautiful thing, and that is what Valentine's Day should be. Because I don't believe in the commercial holiday where I have to take you out to eat, or I got to buy you a piece of jewelry. I have to...
You're not a real man.
You know, take you to a hotel, and, you know, we have to spend the night together. Like, don't get me wrong, I like that, but I already do that throughout the relationship. So what's the difference between this and Valentine's Day?
Well, I'll tell you what the difference is.
If you're a bad boyfriend and once a year you're like, hey, let me spoil my girlfriend,
it's like,
by all means.
Yeah, I do agree with you to a certain extent.
Matters.
It's kind of like breaking up with somebody on a holiday like that. Like, why? What kind of people wait to break up on Valentine's Day? Like,
I don't think there's a day that is right to break up with anyone. So I think when you know that you're done in the relationship, regardless if it's a birthday or a holiday or whatever, like, that's when you just end it. Because why would you lead it on? Why would you go, oh shit, well, damn, hello. Wave your hand. You might have to stand up. Yeah, stand up and wave your hand. There you go. There you go. Technical difficulties.
No, it's fine. Keep talking. We're just gonna be in the dark.
In the dark. In the dark. In the dark. In the dark.
In the what's that?
You gotta move out of the way. Go to that one. Maybe. Yeah. See, look at me. I'm a genius. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just don't think that there's a right day to break up with anyone or to ask anyone out. Like, why does one day become bigger than the other? You know, don't get me wrong. Nobody will want to be broken up with on their birthday, but you want me to break up with you on the next day after your birthday? Like,
you want me to do it?
You want me to do it 2 days from now? And you want, like, the thing is, you want me to spend your birthday with you, although you know that I do not want to be in the relationship anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense to me. And people like, yeah, that's what I want, because I don't want to be broken up with on my birthday, because then I'll remember it every time that it's my birthday. And I'm like, well, you just need to grow the fuck up. Like, if you associate your birthday with being broken up with, you need to heal, baby. Just go ahead and heal.
Yeah, bro, you're cold-hearted.
I'm very cold-hearted.
I might as well wait for the next day. I don't want it to be on her birthday. Let it be the next day, so that when
that'd
she
be
like,
even more fucked up. You
let
just
it be
all
so that
day
when she
with this
goes
chick,
out and she gets that birthday sex.
That's what I was gonna say,
sex, bro.
You just went out with her all day. You finally, you got your last intimate moment with her. And then you're like, oh, thanks for the last time. Yo, by the way, let's break up. Like, why wouldn't you just break it off during the day?
Do it after you smash.
Oh, God.
You gotta do it after you smash.
Bro, you're going to get your nuts chopped off.
Because if you do it before, you're only just going to make up and make love, and then you're going to say, I'm sorry. And then you're going to want to drag it on to the next day. If you do it and then do it after, boom, it's over. Or you just run away. Do it over the phone.
I don't know. It's tough. It's a very sensitive, tough subject.
No,
because it is.
What is breaking up?
No, not breaking up, but breaking up at the right time.
There's no such thing as breaking up at the right time.
That's my point.
Maybe
so why can't you break up with someone on their birthday, right? Like, okay, I had a conversation with my roommate about this, and this is going to get a little cold-hearted, but this shit will be funny. So let's say. Well, this is not funny. It's probably dark humor, if anything. If you like dark humor...
You don't have to explain yourself.
Shut up. Let me talk. So, let's say you're dating a woman for 3 to 4 years.
I would love to.
You're super in love, and everything is amazing. Nice. And one day she gets in a crash, and she's in a wheelchair.
Damn, that sucks.
That sucks, right? And now... your life has totally changed. Let's say you were the super... Here, I'll get up this time. Let's say you were the super... athletic. Oh, I gotta like dance. There we go. Those are my moves, by the way. Let's say you have to. You two were super athletic, and you enjoyed every exercise activity together. And now that she's paralyzed, now you can't do that, and now you have to go to the gym alone. Like, things will change in your life, right? And you'll also become a little resentful because now you're stuck with this person because it is what is morally correct.
Okay, but the way you started it, you said, now you're stuck.
Yeah, I believe you're stuck.
Why did you make it? I do believe you're... Because...
Why would you say that? Because it's going to become a very different relationship.
So everything just had to go wrong for her to end up in a wheelchair. And then you're asked, what's your question? What are you asking me?
No, I'm not asking you a question. I'm just saying, like, this is the scenario, right? And in the end, now you're sitting there. Okay, actually, yeah, this is the question. Do you think it's okay to break up with her now?
Because she's in a wheelchair?
Well, because the relationship has changed. Not because she's in a wheelchair. The wheelchair is the context of the relationship changing.
So what changed in the relationship?
Everything. Because now you can't do all the same similar
activities. Because she's paralyzed from the waist down?
Paralyzed from the waist down. And because...
You savage.
Because now that this has happened, right? Yeah. That you have to spend time out of your day taking care of this person on a regular basis. Like, you have to clean their ass after they take a shit.
Bro.
You have to do all these things. No, I'm just telling you. Bro, you don't even, like, you may not even get to have sex with your partner again. That's crazy, is it not?
It is. It's sad.
So, is it okay to break up with them after that?
No, because she still has a mouth. Like, what? She still has 2 hands. Right?
No, but see, you're putting it to the sex part. I'm putting it towards the emotional, you gotta make it work and the somehow, resentful part that would happen. I wouldn't be resentful.
No, she'd probably be resentful.
Very resentful. I'll be honest. Why? I would be very resentful.
Why would you be mad?
Because it is okay. When you take care of someone, right, and you've given them all your time and energy, and you are beat down mentally and physically exhausted, and you know that you have to keep doing this going forward, aren't you going to think about it like, damn, do I still want to keep doing this going forward?
I might hire a female nurse.
Okay. Let's say you're
Look,
not
I'm
in the,
compromising
let's say,
here.
Let's say you're
I'm
not,
compromising.
No, and I love that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let's say you're not in the position to hire a female nurse. Do you know how much hospice care can run you?
She's dying?
She's not dying,
Well,
but
that's what hospice care is.
yeah.
No, you mean like her having to
like
be
in-home care.
In-home care?
There you go.
You're asking.
And then you also have
the government better help me
You
out.
have to buy a new car.
Why do I have to buy a new car?
Because it has to be wheelchair accessible.
She's gonna
Or
learn.
she
She
has
better
to-
learn how
or
to.
she has to ride
I'm gonna help
the-
her earn some grip strength. Because it's the truth. Like that's the reason a lot of old people die. It's because of lack of grip strength. If she can, look, they told me.
So-
they, as in those, as in people who like have dealt with handicapped people, and it's like you let them do what they can do by themselves. Because if you take any more away from them, they feel it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you make sure that you allow them to do everything they can do on their own. But continue. Yes, continue. Yeah.
So your thought
is
is you're just gonna find a way to compromise with it.
because I love her.
Okay.
I chose
you've grown so resentful of her because of you having to do all these things that
bitter.
your infatuation or your love or whatever has fallen out to a certain extent. And now, right, your life has completely changed because you two were the athletes, you were the two athletic people, whatever. And now you don't have that anymore, right? But all her friends and family know you as her boyfriend who does all these things with her.
Okay, yeah.
And you have to sit there each Christmas or each holiday, whatever, and you have to be by her side. You can do that. You're a strong man because I couldn't do it. Look, I'm not even gonna bullshit with you. I couldn't do it. I might be a very, very weak man.
No,
but I couldn't
look,
do it, bro.
hey, man,
I couldn't do it.
it's easier said than done.
Look, if it was to happen to me,
Yeah.
right? If it was to happen to
Okay,
me
yeah.
and a girl's on the other side of it,
Yeah.
I would understand her. I would understand her leaving. Like I am that serious about it. It's fucked up. It's real fucked
when
up.
you
I know.
expect
My
this-
parents raised me very well. I understand that. I know that. But this is my
It's
belief
not,
towards it.
You don't have to fucking explain
Like when it
yourself.
comes to a morale thing, because someone's probably, if anyone's here right now, they're probably listening to like, God damn, like what an asshole. But
This is supposed to be a Christmas episode.
this is a Christmas episode.
We're in the
This is
fucking
the
nightmare part of the
Grinch is
episode.
coming. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Look,
so you could do it.
I'm saying I could try and do it. Like I would be willing to I'd be willing to compromise. I'd be willing to go as far as to say that like I will make sure that everything we do to make sure that it works. If it doesn't work and we both feel like okay, maybe I could move on or something, if it's okay with her, and if I was in her position, like yeah, man, like you really want to think about it like that? Like it's tough because like maybe you want children,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't.
All right, well,
We're
you can adopt, but are you
But
okay
no,
with
it's not the
adopting?
same, bro. Look, you have to understand. Like we're being very specific about dating.
Yes,
a
but this
paraplegic.
is what people who are non-paraplegic and then become paraplegic.
Bro,
this is what they go
I don't
through.
care, bro, because I'm glad I have both of my legs.
You do for now.
You're not wrong. I hope that
I hope I get to live my entire life with both of my legs.
I hope
I really, really, really do.
Then
I hope I get to live all of my life with all of my limbs. That's my goal in life.
No, yeah, I don't fucking. I can do it. I'll do it. Like I'll take care of you, girl. I got you. I could do it. Like,
This was a flask I was
This guy's
given
a
for
fucking-
Christmas, so now I'm going to use
fucking
it.
high school freshman.
Yes, it's a fucking. You know, I've never used a flask.
You don't have to.
I'm going to do
Don't
it
start now.
right now.
You didn't even wash it out.
Yeah, it's true. That's fine.
It's literally from Home Goods, dog.
That's fine. Fuck
It's
it.
not fine.
COVID's on the way.
No.
Full
He's
send.
disgust.
Whoop. I'm drinking mineral water. This is not actual liquor. Unless I start. But no.
Did anybody see Spider-Man over the weekend? I hope you saw it already, because if you haven't, we're gonna talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, We'll add a spoiler.
No,
thing.
I'm not gonna add shit.
We
If you-
should add a spoiler.
I
thing.
want. If I'm lazy and I don't do it, just know I didn't do it. So here's the thing.
We're going to try and add a spoiler thing. We're going to talk about it.
right off the bat.
What about it?
What did you think?
I thought it was amazing.
Go
10
ahead.
out of 10.
Recap the movie.
10 out of 10.
Recap the movie.
The metaverse comes into the Spider-Man universe, and I think that it shows the originality of Spider-Man becoming Spider-Man, as well as Tom Holland maturing, because at the beginning of the movie you see how he wants to do something for himself. And the only reason he wants to do it for himself is because his life has become a little harder due to the end of the last movie. If you've seen the last movie, then you know what I'm referring to. It was a pretty jaw-dropping moment. So Tom Holland wants to be super immature and make sure that
What moment are you talking about?
when he's with Doctor Strange,
What part?
when he's going to do the spell.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
He's being immature. Like, he's like, no, I want it to be this way because it needs to be this way. And then basically he changes the spell so much and it screws up the whole universe. And then characters from past Spider-Mans come into the movie.
Which ones?
What do you mean? What characters?
Let them know, yeah. Which Spider-Man came back?
Well, there's multiple Spider-Mans that come back. But I thought you meant the villains.
Well,
But pretty much everybody from every Spider-Man movie that we have seen so far is in that movie.
You gotta be specific.
But they know. If they've seen Spider-Man, then they would know. Look, if you go watch this new Spider-Man and you haven't seen all the other Spider-Mans, what are you doing?
That's a good
What
point.
are you doing?
Because the first.
You have to watch all the Spider-Mans in order to watch this Spider-Man.
movie. Yeah,
You have to.
It's considered to be the best Spider-Man, and that says a lot because everybody's favorite Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire,
Mm-hmm.
with the one with Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's not wrong. They do come back, Tobey and Andrew Garfield.
Yep.
It was great. Everybody in the theater that I saw it with went mental.
Yeah.
I kind of already knew they were in the film, but I didn't know how they were going to enter the film.
Right.
So that was great when I
Right.
saw them enter. I really enjoyed it. I want to say I want to give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told my story. I didn't tell my story. Funny story about my IMAX ticket.
Oh, no, yeah, you did not tell.
Okay, so I
This
bought
is
my...
another case of David being a bum.
So
That's
back
how
in
we started
November, Cyber Monday, tickets went on sale for Spider-Man. I bought an IMAX ticket for myself, by myself, because I knew my friends weren't ready to buy them.
Well, first off, you messaged me and asked me if I would go with you, but I told you that I'd be working.
Oh, right,
And,
yes.
And I was working, unfortunately.
Correct, he's not wrong. So I buy it for December 18th. The movie comes out Friday the 17th, and it was coming out on the 15th in foreign countries. Do you mind?
Yeah.
I was in Mexico when... walk back.
There you go.
I was in Mexico when
It's going to be a
the
pain in
movie
the ass all
released.
day.
So I was able to go watch it before it hit theaters. I chose not to go watch it because I was like, I already have a ticket for IMAX. I'm going to wait to watch it in IMAX because that's the way it was shot. I fly back the 18th in the morning. I land in LAX 9:30. I have all day to prepare, to eat, to chill. My buddy picks me up. We hang out, we chill, we eat, drops me off. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to rest. I'm going to get some shut-eye because the night before I hadn't slept. My flight was in the morning, so I could land in LA at an appropriate time. As I'm closing my eyes, I think to myself, maybe I should put an alarm clock, just to make sure that my body wakes up. Because my body was like...
You didn't put an alarm clock?
I did not put an alarm clock. I closed my eyes.
You're the most undisciplined person I know. Why would you not put an
It's a
alarm
good point. 'Cause
clock?
I then opened my eyes. Oh, by the way, the showing was at 7:30. If I didn't mention it, I opened my eyes, and it's 8:30. It's 8:30, and I'm like, what the fuck? I slept for over an hour, overslept for an hour, past the movie time. I shoot out of bed. I drive to the theater. I'm 15
Yeah, I was going to
minutes
say,
late.
that was probably the first time you ever got out of your house so fast, huh?
I literally shot out of bed, put my shoes on, ran, got to the theater in 10 minutes. The GPS said 15. Got there in 10. I couldn't find my ticket. At the same time, I was panicking because I'm like, fuck, how the fuck am I going to get inside? I'm going to watch the movie like an hour late. This fucking sucks. the lady was like, hey, look, there's another showing right now. Do you want it, yes or no? She's like, it's not IMAX though. I'm like, whatever, give me the fucking ticket. I'm already fucking annoyed, so my expectations were high. So I was like, man, this movie better be fucking good. It was great. It was a 10 out of 10. I showed up late. I didn't watch my IMAX ticket. I hadn't even bought it a month in advance. Pissing myself off and shit. I almost didn't like the movie. I swear to God, I almost didn't like it because I was just like, this is not what I said. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I paid for. I paid for an IMAX. And at the same time, I'm like, damn, like the movie was really good. This movie was not possible. Would not have been possible if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield did not exist. It would not have been at the level that it was if it wasn't for them. And there's people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There was people in the theater that were like,
I got it.
you gotta walk back for it to work. Yeah. There was people in the theater. There were people in the theater that were like super excited for Tobey because they grew up with him right in the early 2000s.
I mean, we did.
We did.
So
Early
then,
2000s. Yeah.
I feel like the majority of people who went to watch that movie were people of our age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't see many 18-year-olds in there.
I didn't see many families either like that.
Yeah,
Children.
like it was adults that wanted to see it.
Was yeah, Doctor Strange. I mean, what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch. He's such a good Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then we could talk about Zendaya.
Yeah, what about?
Remember how we didn't talk about it yesterday? I was like, I don't understand why everybody finds her so attractive.
Oh yeah, so I mean, I think that Zendaya has a very beautiful face. No pedo shit, you know, because it's kind of weird.
She's old enough, right? She's 19, dude.
I think she's older than that.
Okay, then there you go. You don't have to say that.
But regardless, no, because like she still looks like a child.
Does she, bro?
In my eyes, I believe she looks like a child. And I think that's because she hasn't grown into her women features yet, such as like a stronger facial features or maybe a little more weight on her body, that type of thing. But I do think that she has really, from what I've seen, and I've met her a couple of times.
Oh God, don't start.
No, I'm not gonna talk about.
Oh God,
how I was the original Tom Holland.
This man
she was actually into
this
me.
dude
when I
apparently
was
she
younger.
apparently had a crush on him.
She had the hugest crush
Give
on
him
me.
the tea. Spill the tea.
I worked at a place, and she would come in with her father all the time, and she would give me googly eyes, according to my coworkers, not even me, according to my coworkers. And one day someone said, yo, do you know who that is? And this was someone of my age at the time. I think I was 21, something. And I was like, no, I have no clue who that is. And then she was like, yo, that's Zendaya. But she was clearly younger at the time. So I was like, oh, well, I don't know who that is. And then, you know, maybe a year or two later, I start seeing her in all these films, and I'm like, oh, holy shit, like, that's the chick that had the crush on me. And then I found out, I don't know if she started dating Tom Holland around that time, but that, like, she had a crush on Tom Holland. And my coworker had even texted me, and she was like, yo, did you see she's dating, or I don't know if she was dating, but that, like, they had a little thing going on. And she was like, do you remember when that was you? And I cracked up, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I could have been with the famous lady. But I've had some pretty interesting moments in my life. Regardless, I do think Zendaya will turn into a very beautiful woman. I don't know how you don't see her as attractive.
I used to say that about somebody. I was like, damn, this woman is going to be, she's just going to blossom.
And she didn't.
No, it's not that. It's just I don't talk about her like that no more.
Right, because it's kind of weird when you think about it.
It's not even that. I'm not even being weird about it. It's just
I think it's weird.
No, dude, it's just a dude looking at a girl who's like fine as hell, and you're just like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
but when you think about how they're going to blossom, isn't that kind of weird? Because they're like, why aren't they already blossomed?
what do you mean?
Like if you're like they have the potential to be super beautiful.
What?
Like, that's kind of weird.
I don't know. We're like super judging them and shit, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, like they don't know who the fuck you are. They know who I am. They don't know who you are.
I don't give
so
a
regardless.
flying rat's tail, but they can look. The thing about it is that like I don't understand why Zendaya is like the pinnacle of beauty at the moment. Like I have nothing against her. There's nothing wrong with her. Good for her. She's getting that money. She's getting the bag.
Do you think Rihanna is beautiful?
She is fine as hell.
Do you think Rihanna is beautiful?
I would marry Rihanna.
All right.
Okay, so just to be clear, I would marry Rihanna.
You don't think they look kind of similar?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
So,
But I can see why people find beauty in both of them.
no, it's what it is.
Their
it's-
face is very symmetrical. Symmetrical.
Okay, yeah, the symmetry is a thing. Like the
It's a
more
huge
symmetrical
thing.
your face is, the more attractive you are naturally.
Yeah.
Now, I unfortunately have
Yeah, you got a fucked up
I got a
nose.
fucked up nose. So here's the thing, like I just
okay, I
don't
do
see
too.
I just don't see like the meme on the internet is that she is fine as hell and that Tom Holland is
Yeah, but the meme on the internet is also probably these new 18-year-olds
Yeah.
that are like super into,
her.
you know, that whole thing. Like people, I remember people were going nuts in
Who I have a
Euphoria.
huge crush on is Aunt May.
Yeah, May's hot.
What's her name?
May is hot. I don't know her actual name. I just know her as May. I think she's fucking hot.
Bro, I saw that meme on Twitter. It's like, yeah, if I was making a movie with Zendaya and Aunt May, we'd be making a different kind of movie. I thought that was funny. Joke.
See, that was probably a 17-year-old who made that meme to begin with and shit. You know what
There
I'm
are some
saying?
pretty sharp
Like,
17-year-olds.
It's just kind of what you do at a youth age, and as you get older, you know, little by little, you start to kind of
No.
What's going on here? There we go. I feel like you get out of that. Like I don't look at a woman now and I'm like I would like to make a movie with her. I don't say that.
I do that all the time. I want to make a movie with a bunch of women.
Fair enough.
You're like, you don't do that no more
To-
because
to
you have a
each its
girlfriend.
their own.
No, because you have a girlfriend now.
Nah, even then, if I didn't have a girlfriend, I just wouldn't say that. But I also feel like that's because, you know my stance on porn, and I've stopped watching porn because of what I feel like it does to me detrimentally.
Yeah.
And that might make me a weak man, because it shouldn't affect you to that degree. But I think to a certain extent, I think for some people it does, and I do believe I might be one of them. When you start looking at not every woman as an object, but the women that you find attractive as an object, there's something wrong with that. You shouldn't look at every girl like, you know, this and that. That's the way to put it.
All right, Hitch.
Yeah, you know me. It's a great movie with Will Smith. And who's the other guy?
The girl, you mean?
Hitch?
Yeah.
No, there's a guy in Hitch.
There's a girl in there too. Are you talking about Kevin?
Yeah, that guy.
Kevin,
That guy.
what?
Some shit. That dude.
Fucking Kevin Spacey? No.
No,
No, that's the other one.
No, that's
Kevin.
that guy's into porn. I'm not talking about Kevin Spacey.
He's not just into porn, bro.
He's into a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He's in a sick one, I'll tell you that. that dude is something else, man. The more and more articles I see,
Bro,
like,
I wonder how Ghislaine Maxwell is doing. I hope she's doing okay. I feel bad for her, bro. She's a victim of a.
why do you feel bad for her?
Because she's a victim.
No, she's not a
She
victim.
got taken advantage of by a white man, an intelligence officer, who used her beauty to attract young women and coerce them to have sex with powerful people around the world.
So at no point could she have said like, no, I don't want to bring these women
She
to
could
you.
not. No, she was under real pressure, dude.
Why?
It's unfortunate because she lives a life of espionage.
She's going to go to hell. She's going to go to hell.
She
and
lives
she's
a life
gonna-
of espionage. Her father, Robert
Right.
Maxwell, a huge media mogul back in the early 70s. She's got family that works for Microsoft as like software engineers and stuff. Some real like curious thing. Ooh, look, they're listening to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's your turn.
yeah, we have a. Yeah, it's fine. We can actually. just
Actually,
say
you're
like this.
talking. I got you.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just gonna say like yeah, she like has like she's literally on trial, right, for sex trafficking.
Yeah. I mean, so you think she shouldn't be on trial?
No,
Although she did lure all those
she
girls.
did lure.
Yeah, lure.
She did lure
Why do I can't speak right now? Lure?
She lured
Lured.
a ton
Yeah.
of freaking
She did.
people, and she had dealings with editor-in-chiefs from multiple news outlets where they would write stories about people, and anytime they needed something covered up, they immediately use the power of the press
Right.
to send a message. Now, the media isn't covering it at all. But they're so worried about fucking Omicron and fucking your whole Christmas is gonna be full of death and fear and like if you're unvaccinated, don't kick it with your family. Like if tests were readily available and we could get tested like on the spot, like if your mom had tests and we all tested.
My mom had tests.
I'm saying if she had some,
Oh yeah,
like 15-minute rapid test, and we all tested each other.
I mean, you can buy them.
They're in short supply, dude. They're either also
you can buy them at CVS.
You can, but they're in short supply.
Probably not as much as. I mean, I get what you mean. I just know like you can definitely buy them.
No, you can. It's just that they're in short supply. There's not enough to go around.
Well, the whole world can't have them. Yeah.
That's a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Because it should be free for everybody. The whole
yeah,
world.
healthcare should too, but that's not how it goes.
No, the whole world needs to come together and be like, yo, like we should all just be like, if y'all need a test, have them.
But the whole world should get together and not pay student loans as well. But we're not going to do that.
Student loans is an American thing.
We're not going to do that.
Student loans is an American thing. No. It's because they don't care about things that are. They don't care about American issues. American issues only Americans care about. Even Americans don't care about American issues.
Yeah, facts.
But that's the thing. Like, the test should just be free for everybody. Like, if somebody said, "Hey, can I have 5 tests for me and my family because we're gonna like hang out and we just all want to make sure we're free of COVID," cool. You can go to a CVS and you just request them, and that's it. You don't have to pay anything out of pocket. You shouldn't be able to like.
But then, how do they make profit? Because they have to make profit.
Who?
CVS.
That's not how it works. CVS has contracts. CVS
Yeah, but they
partners with pharmaceutical companies to sell their drugs, to sell their OTC, things like that. That's why they have.
They still make profit. So how does that not work that way?
Because the way they make money is that they subsidize it by the government, right? The government will subsidize the cost of the test. So even though it comes out of taxes and we pay for them in some way, like nothing is free.
Right.
The government should still be giving them to us. Like they should be allocating enough resources for people to be able to have the ability to go to a CVS or a Rite Aid and take home tests, because
They do. You just got to be there fast enough.
no, it's just a matter of convenience. Well, yeah, a matter of convenience, right? Like just
You got to be first in line, bro.
I know, right? You gotta be first in line.
You know,
But
people used to wait outside for Xbox 360s, bro.
now they're
People
waiting
waited
outside for a COVID
for
test.
shoes.
Yeah.
People wait outside at Supreme for Supreme drops.
yeah.
Now you got to wait outside for a COVID test. Welcome to America, bro.
Welcome to America. This is America. Don't get you slipping up.
Everything commercialized
Huh?
is in short supply regardless. Like that's just the way it is. We're in a real weird time where we're going to see it more and more. I remember probably about 2 years ago, I started following this Twitter thread, or not thread, but a person who's on a whole like Discord group or whatever, and he was saying that at some point supply of protein or foods is going to become so limited that we're going to be eating grasshoppers for food.
Those people.
And then little by little, it's become a thing. Like I see it little by little, because what they called them, I don't know if they're grasshoppers, but they called them circadias or circadias.
Cicadas,
or whatever. Yeah. And little by little, I've been seeing that shit.
I've been seeing fucking billboards for fake meat and shit.
That's
We live
crazy,
in Blade
bro.
Runner. We live in 2020. We live in the 2049. We live in a dystopian fucking future where
It's becoming crazy.
where our government doesn't tell us the truth. The moment we call them out for it, they're acting like they knew what they were talking about 2 weeks later. It's just that, like the president can take responsibility for the fact that he hasn't been doing a good job. He's rated lower than Trump now, and that's facts. No printer. Good. That sucks. I'm sorry, Brandon. Fucking hell. That's right. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, that's about it. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, please, everybody, be safe.
You know, this is like the nightmare before Christmas. We're about to turn into skeletons.
That would be sick.
Please be safe. Have a good time with your loved ones. If you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, whatever, just enjoy yourself.
Don't
And
talk about politics. Don't talk about
yeah, you know, like
live in the
politics
moment, live in the
aren't
moment.
supposed to be at Christmas. Everybody knows this. Any holiday in general. But yeah, just have a great time. Thank you for tuning in. If you
Yes,
made
thank
it
you
this
so
far, we made it to episode number 31, and little by little, we're going to keep going. Hopefully, we get some feedback whether or not we're on the right track. If you enjoy what we do, we haven't asked you in a long time. So,
well, if you've made it this far, we appreciate it anyways.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys again so much.
Peace.
Peace.